I'm Spencer Knowledge Fearon of Sky Sports Ringside Toe to Toe Boxing Podcast and hashtag Toe to Toe. And you're watching Lights Out.
This is Lights Out. I'm Faisal Khan and here joined by Denzel Bentley at Peacock's Gym. Lovely weather today, Denzel. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing alright, man. It's too hot for me. I can't take this.
Seriously?
Yeah, nah, it's too hot for me, man. I'm a winter kind of person.
You're a winter kind of person.
I like the sun when I'm on holiday, but I don't know, for some reason.
You know what? You know one thing I've realised about the weather. When it's cold, people are complaining. When it's hot, people are complaining.
Yeah.
You can never really win, can you?
Nah, you can't really win. You complain all year round. People complain, so it is what it is, isn't it? We get what we get. Right.
Oh, Denzel, tell me about your background, where you grew up, and what inspired you the most to become a boxer. Tell me Denzel Bentley's story.
Well, I grew up like Battersea, Wandsworth Road kind of area, Battersea, Vauxhall area. I started boxing. My brother bought some gloves, bought like little gloves, probably about 15. And he just wanted, he's like business minded, so he likes to make money out of everything. So he was gonna make people like charge everyone like a $5 to get them on and just fight. But obviously he didn't go to plan, so we just used to get the gloves on to fight everyone else in the area. And we used to just like kind of like smash everyone up. Like we didn't know nothing about boxing, no boxing technique. We just used to like smash everyone up kind of thing. And then I thought, oh, when I got to college, I thought, oh, I want to take it serious. And one of my friends from college took me down to a boxing gym, Fisher. Fisher Boxing was my first and only amateur club I've been to, I boxed for. Went down there, got into it, and from there it's history, innit? Just carry on from there.
So growing up as a young kid, who was your favourite fighter of all time? Who was the one fighter you looked up to?
Well, say, well, what got me into boxing was watching Floyd Mayweather. Obviously, you see the flashy stuff, you're thinking, right, there's a lot of money in this, so you go for it. But then when I realised the sport weren't exactly what I thought it was, I kind of stuck to it. And then I started watching fighters like Sugar Ray Leonard, Andre Ward, Whitaker. Fighters like that are really where I get my style from. That's who I kind of look up to when I box.
There's some big fighters you've just mentioned, legendary fighters, of course, Whitaker, Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather. You obviously must watch a lot of boxing.
Yeah, watch a lot of boxing.
I do. A lot of boxing. Now, what's your favourite fight of all time?
That's a mad question.
You're right, I'll tell you mine, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
My favourite fight of all time was Ward Gatty, the first one.
Ward Gatty, the first one?
Yeah.
That was,
What was your favourite fight of all time?
For me personally, my favourite fight, I'm not saying the best fight, my favourite fight of all time, it's got to be Leonard and Hagler.
Okay.
At the time I was mad into Leonard and I was just watching everything, and then when I came across that fight, I must have watched it like 5 times in a row, and I thought, geez, this fight was mad. And every time I watched the fight, it looked different to me, like those things I spotted out in there, and it was just good, man. And another one of my favourite fights is Floyd Mayweather versus Gatty. I love the way he executed that fight, I just love it. He just beat him up.
It's kind of the fight where Floyd just blew onto the scene. He absolutely
exactly.
Floyd was the B-side fighter.
He was the B-side. Yeah, he weren't meant to win that. Everyone thought Gatty was gonna knock him out, and the way he executed that fight was just straight. He beat him up for like, was it like 6 rounds straight, and then stopped him.
Absolutely outboxed him, tore him apart.
Yeah, outboxed him. Yeah, hit him with every shot. He couldn't miss.
And his reaction at the end, falling to the floor.
Yeah. It's mad. Yeah, you can see he really wanted that fight. Like, you can see he really wanted that win.
Denzel, you're currently 5-0 with 4 knockouts. On your record, you fought over just a month ago against Christian Gomez, won on points. Sum up your career so far, are you happy where it's going?
Yeah. Well, before I started boxing as a professional, I didn't know I was a puncher. So getting them 4 knockouts straight off is a good thing, I'm happy with that. And then just to top it up, I managed to get 6 rounds in with a top opponent named Christian Gomez, like he said. Got 6 rounds in with him, he took everything I threw at him. And it showed me that I can actually do rounds, even though I knew I could do rounds already, because I do rounds in the gym all the time. People will say it's different, but I know I can grind through the rounds. I managed to show that in my last fight. So I'm happy with my career so far, and the way it's going,
I watched your first fight with Casey Blair the other day. Such obviously a famous boxing venue, regardless of how small it is. Some people consider it like the mecca of boxing. And I remember you coming out and like, the reception you got was brilliant. And the reception you got when you knocked him out was just 10 times better than the one you got. What was that feeling like, stepping out in front of your fans, in front of friends, and then not only to, win your first professional fight, but also to win by knockout? What was that feeling like? What was that adrenaline like?
It was mad. Walking out, I was nervous. I was like, damn, I got impressed in front of everyone. I'd done over like 200 tickets, and not everyone was even there. Like, a lot of people missed it because the fight was so quick. Like, walking in, I was kind of nervous. Like, obviously I knew, okay, this is the fight I'm going to win, but it was my performance that was really bugging me. Like, I need to knock him out, I need to perform well, got in there. As soon as I got in the ring, everything was just calm. I didn't feel no more nerves, no more. Like I just felt calm. Got in there, done what I done. Reception after was sick. Like everything just felt 10 times better. I just felt on top of the world. I felt like I won a world title or something. I don't know what that feels like, but that was the best feeling I had in my career so far. So that was good, yeah.
See, we've been speaking over Instagram throughout the week. I've been kind of like chasing you up and everything. You told me that you don't have a promoter at the moment.
Yeah.
What's that been like for you? Who's been handling, organising fights and training camps for you?
Well, Martin Bowers is my manager, so him and my trainer Ray, been kind of like just putting things together for me, doing everything, and it's not as hard as it may seem not having a promoter. It's all right because I get to box on different shows, if you like to say. So if there's a show here, I can box there without no problems. So that's what I've been doing. I'm boxing on different shows. The only thing is selling tickets. That's the only, I wouldn't say frustrating because I've got a good support, like my family and friends support me well on that. So yeah, it's just selling tickets, trying to get them out there, but people are last minute with it, and if I don't sell tickets, I don't get paid, kind of thing. So it's like that's the only worry. At the same time, but not having a promoter doesn't really bother me. It doesn't really make me feel like, man, my career's going to shits because I ain't got a promoter, blah blah. I know something will come as long as I keep performing and keep impressing. So I'm not really bothered.
Obviously, you're still in the early stages of your career. The first year is obviously the most important one. What are you looking to achieve from now to the end of 2018? What's the ultimate goal?
For me, I want that Southern Area title, man. That's what I love to have. If I get my hands on that before the end of the year, this is the best year for me ever. It is what it is. However it goes is 2-3 more fights before the end of the year. I'll be happy with that. But if I can get my hands on that Southern Area title before the end of the year, I'll be happy.
Excellent. In boxing, timing is everything, and of course you can never rush into anything so early in your career. But at what point would you start looking to challenge for the British title, the Commonwealth title, and perhaps even world honours?
As soon as my team's here and ready. If I can get to the British at least next year, like I set my sights a bit high in it. So I'd be like, alright, cool, next year I'd want this. If I don't get it, at least I'm hitting a mark where I'm closer to that goal, if you know what I mean. But if I could start boxing for like the British by the end of next year, going into the year after, I'd be happy with that. World honours as soon as I say I'm ready. Like I just love fighting, innit? So.
Yeah, this is Denzel. Got a good history, got a knockout history. He's knocking out everyone. His last fight, it went the whole distance. What did you do? 6 rounds.
6 rounds.
His last fight,
let him know.
Laura, come here, Laura. Can't do it with me and Laura.
Oh, you're talking to the camera. What are you speaking over there?
It's alright. It's alright.
Let him know what's good.
Cool.
So my apologies.
No, don't be silly. It's alright, man. This kid gonna be world champion one day?
Yeah.
He's nuts, man. I love him.
It's right. It's all good. It's all good. Man. It's all good. It's all good. Obviously, you're in the middleweight division.
Yeah.
For me, it's probably the best division in boxing at the moment.
100%.
I've got to say, it's probably the most exciting as well.
Yeah.
We're blessed to have so much competition in that division. The middleweight division today itself, it offers competition and it offers a lot of excitement. There's 2 world champions in it, Bill Joe Saunders, Gennady Golovkin.
Yeah.
Then you've got your Daniel Jacobs, your Demetrius Andrade, Jamal Charlos, and you've got good fighters in there as well.
Yeah.
But who for you right now is the king of that division? And obviously, I forgot to mention Canelo Alvarez as well.
Oh yeah. Well, the king of that division right now is Golovkin. He's got the most belts, and he's obviously, I know Billy Joe's never lost, but he's just never lost. So until he gets dethroned, he's the king of that division, in my opinion.
Obviously, they're current world champions at the moment. Bill Joe Saunders, there's rumours that he's fighting on September.
Yeah.
We all know the rematch between Canelo and Golovkin is happening in September as well. A lot of people are pointing that, well, Golovkin will win that fight.
Yeah.
Right now, if you look at the last fight, a lot of people thought Golovkin actually won that fight.
Yeah.
So if both can win their next 2 fights and they were both to get in the ring, you'd have the boxer versus the puncher.
Yeah.
What would your prediction be if Golovkin took on Billy Joe Saunders?
I think Billy Joe can beat him, but the thing about Golovkin, he's not just a puncher. He can actually box. Like he can box, but he prefers to fight and have a scrap. But if Billy Joe on his best day can beat Golovkin. But Golovkin hits so hard, you never know what can happen. In the 12th round, he can knock him out. Anything can happen. But I slightly favour the boxer, as that's just how I predict things. That I just always favour the boxer.
Do you think the boxer beats the puncher 9 times out of 10?
9 times out of 10, the boxer beats the puncher. Yeah, 100%. On their best day. It's not an easy ask. They've got to have strong chin. Billy Joe can take a shot. He can beat Golovkin.
Yeah. Well, obviously we'll stay on the Golovkin-Canelo situation. What did you make of the first fight? Obviously the decision was a draw, but you look back at that fight, I know you watched it. Everyone who loves boxing and associates themselves with boxing watched that fight. What did you make of the first fight? What did you make of the decision?
So I watched it the day after the fight. I didn't have time. I think I was busy, or I might be sleeping. I don't know. But I watched it after, so all the hype was down. And when I watched it, I scored it myself, and I had Canelo winning that fight.
Did you really? I
had Canelo winning that fight.
What made you have Canelo winning that fight?
He landed better shots. His movement was good, and I just feel like he stuck to his game plan. I'm not saying Golovkin didn't, but I just felt like he made Golovkin miss a lot more than Golovkin made him miss. Like, he hit Golovkin with almost every shot he threw. Golovkin was hitting him back, but I just felt like he landed better shots, and his movement was better. He was making him miss. His defense was on point.
Staying on the Canelo and Golovkin subject, obviously after that fight, Canelo failed 2 drugs tests. Do you think the punishment was severe enough?
Nah, 100% not.
So, if it was up to you, what would the punishment be if a fighter fails the drugs test?
Well, I don't really know the procedures, but he basically hasn't missed anything. All he done was miss 1 fight and 1 payday, and the next fight he's earning a lot more money, where it doesn't even matter if he missed that first fight. Dillian Whyte got banned for a substance he didn't know was illegal, and he got a 2-year ban for it, and that's because he was a nobody. So I don't think it's fair. Obviously this is Britain, and obviously they have their different commissions in America and all this stuff there, but a 6-month ban isn't really, that's
because
enough.
Some fighters fight every 6 months, don't they?
Exactly, they fight every 6 months anyway, so it's like all you've done is basically miss 1 fight. If they made him miss out the whole year, then I'd be like, okay, that's fair. You should have missed out the whole year.
Some fighters I've spoken to about this topic as well, they say that it should be a lifetime ban. What's your thoughts on that?
That's a bit harsh, because as you said, it was the meat, innit? Like, I can't tell you he's lying. I'm not going to say I believe him, but I can't tell you he's lying. If that actually is the case, a lifetime ban is too harsh. If he purposely took it knowing that, yeah, this is what I'm doing, I'm trying to win, then yeah, a lifetime ban, because people die in the ring, and that's not safe. It's risky, you can't do that.
What type of an example do you think it's setting to the younger generation that are coming up in boxing when they see big stars such as Canelo failing drugs tests not only once but twice?
It's bad. The younger crop of fighters that are coming up will probably think it's okay to take drugs. People get away with it. How long is it taking drugs for? Blah 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 blah. And obviously it makes it seem like it's just not good for people to see, like, yo, it hinders him as an icon a bit. Like, he's not really the face of boxing no more. Like, he's hurt his image basically. So yeah, he just kind of messed himself up. He just needs to be careful with what he's doing next time. But I think it's not good for like younger boxers to see that at all.
Final question, obviously you just mentioned Dillian Whyte. He's got a big fight on Saturday night against the former world champion Joseph Parker. Looking at how Dillian's been performing as of late, I think Dillian's the favourite to win the fight, and what do you actually think will happen on Saturday night?
To the public eye, I don't feel like he's the favourite, because Joseph Parker's a former world champion, so they might look at that as, yeah, he's got a bit more of a leverage on him. But I feel like Dillian Whyte can beat him. I'm going for Dillian Whyte to win. That's my prediction. I don't feel like Parker's that good. Like, even though I'm not saying Dillian Whyte's better than him, but I think they're about on the same level, and I think Dillian Whyte can beat him. He'll probably stop him if he stands there and fights and engages, because Dillian Whyte likes to have a fight. So I'm going with Dillian Whyte.
So before we sign out, is there anything else you'd like to add? Any shout-outs you want to do? Any messages to the younger generation?
Yeah, the younger generation, just stay consistent in the gym, keep working. If things are hard, don't give up, just keep pushing. Something's definitely going to come through. And obviously just shout out to the team, the boys in the gym. Big up Ed, because he's always bugging me about I don't shout him out. It's my matchmaker, by the way, he's matched me up nicely. So yeah.
Matchmaker, we're not talking about girls or anything, are we?
No.
We're talking about opponents, yeah?
Talking about opponents.
Alright.
He's the reason I'm 5-0 with 4 KOs, so big him up.
5-0 with 4 KOs, soon to fight in September?
September, yeah, next day September.
And hopefully Southern Area champion by the end of the year.
Fingers crossed, if that's the way it goes, that's the way it goes, hopefully.
Denzel, you've got lights out support. I want to take this opportunity and thank you for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you for interviewing me as well.
And hopefully this will be the first of many.
Yeah, hopefully.
Denzel Bentley, thank you very much for talking to Lights Out.
Cheers.
Thank you.